What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim Takes. I'm your host, as always, Grim. And this is episode 5 of Ren Week, which is now Ren Week times 2, I think. Don't quote me on that. All I know is we are still smack dab in the middle of the Ren rabbit hole. We're not going to be going anywhere else anytime soon, aside from maybe a couple of pre-recorded videos I might be putting out this week as well. Because I do have a lot of promised stuff that I promised people before we even got to Ren and before I even doubled my subscriber base just from the Renegade showing up. So I do still, need to be loyal to those people. They deserve my full attention as well. And I'm going to get their songs out too. So you'll get a little bit more this week beyond just the Ren, even though I've just been uploading Ren. Anyways, today we are here for Money Game Part 2. Before we even do that, I just want to say thank you again. Probably as I do every video to the Renegades, just for continuing to show up, continuing to show me compassion, and continuing to share your own stories, insights, and experiences with Ren as an artist, as a person, and everything that goes with that. So yeah, again, thank you for being kind. I do read every single comment. Sometimes maybe I don't happen to like or respond to every single comment, but I promise I'm reading every single comment. So I've seen all the love you guys have given out, and yes, as everyone knows, I have also seen the 5 troll comments we've got through all of this. But the Renegades as a whole, man, y'all are just good flipping people, and y'all got a lot of warmth and kindness in your hearts. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go right into this. This is Money Game Part 2, right off the back of Money Game Part 1 that we did yesterday. Play. I'll volume up a bit. Sounds good.
Strange time of living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show.
Okay, I know Ren is from the UK, and a lot of the times I talk about America, when I react to his songs, because I'm an American, right? So I'm relating it to my own personal experiences, just because that's what you do the first time you hear a song. But obviously now he's blatantly talking about America too. Yes, I'm fully on the same wagon Ren is on, which is that there is absolutely a narcissist outbreak in America. I will go as far back as to quote Marilyn Manson's album, Hollywood in the Shadow of the Valley of Death, where there was an entire song titled Narcosis, which I went down the rabbit hole of. Love that album. First of all, Marilyn Manson's best work, in my opinion. Fantastic piece. Lots of out there stuff. But if you listen to it with an open mind and you listen to it with an understanding that you're not going to agree with everything on the album, but the album still sounds awesome, then it's a good experience, great experience. But yeah, even back then, the narcissism outbreak started happening. This narcosis that America finds itself in today, where it's all me. You know what I mean? It's all me first. I need to do the things. You make yourself the most important individual you can. You know what I mean? It's exactly what Ren is saying it is. So yeah, agree with that. I'm already liking Money Game Part 2. Let's roll back to the beginning.
Strange time of living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America written.
Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for you. One of the most hurtful things too about growing up. I know I just paused it at the same spot, guys. Sorry, I got stuff to share. One of the hardest things about growing up is that you get to watch all these kids that you're growing up with, who you were always, had a community with, because you were all children growing up together, just kind of become these people that are just not what you would hope for them to be. You know what I mean? And I know we had a childhood friend come stay at our place a couple of weeks back, and one of my roommates got to talk to him about, opinions on capitalism and whatnot. And this guy who was in his early 20s, mid 20s, again, we grew up together, man. We've had very similar experiences, also very different experiences. This guy still leans on the boomer mindset of why is it my problem to take care of other people? I know I call that a boomer mindset, but really that's just an American mindset. The inferred narcissism that you just have being an American, right? And it's not the only person I know with that opinion. You know, I have other personal friends that have that opinion, and it's hard to, I don't want to say it's hard to have the same level of respect for them, but you kind of start seeing them in a darker light. You know what I mean? Where you begin to understand that this is a person who is always going to be for themselves. They will never actually have my back in any moment of importance. And therefore, you need to be very wary of your friendships with these people, in my opinion. But yeah, let's roll back just a little bit again.
This is mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit
I hear a lot of this about Britain
sit
too.
in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain.
Awesome start. Awesome flow he's got going on here too. I actually really like Ren's flow here. I'm not always a fan of his rap sections. They sound a little awkward to me sometimes. I'm not really too much of a fan of, I don't want to say I'm not a fan of white rappers in general, because that's a harsh generalization, and I'm a white rapper myself, but I'm very picky about what white rappers I enjoy. I'm really liking the flow here, though. Everything's smooth. He's using big words, and he's making them work together. That's fun, guys. Wow, that was very analytical sentence, wasn't it? Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It's awesome. There was one thing that triggered something in me. Oh yes, it's kind of giving me a little bit of that. This whole if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire right here, kind of gives me a little bit of the whitest kids you know vibes. If you know, you know.
If number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we died upon the plane.
This would actually, yeah, it's might be a playlist song.
But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
I read a comment that helped me kind of understand what was going on a little bit in Money Game 1. That kind of said that, you know, partway through the song, Ren admits that he also too has to be a part of the money game to get by. And so yeah, here we've got a more clear depiction of that. Nice.
This old money game.
Pardon me while I take a bite of my pizza.
This old money is a game, and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall.
I think what's sad, man, is that if I showed this song to some of my friends who have gone on to be a lot more successful now, they would just immediately like shut this down and be like, this is stupid. Why would I want to listen to this? You know what I mean? Once you get to such a point, and not even, you know, I know people who haven't even succeeded yet, have not built shit for themselves, and they still have this mindset. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, stay away from that. I'm trying to succeed. A lot of people will just outright deny it. You know what I mean? They don't even want to sit down and listen. They don't even have the human decency to have conversations about human rights and equality and all that other stuff, just because they're too busy getting their own done. And that might just be an American thing. That might be a global thing. I'm really not sure.
To the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells cause there's loads on the sand. Step 1, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. 3, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell well, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Sun, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States.
Fuck yeah, Ren. Pardon my language. I fucking love this dude. I just had a moment of realization where I was like, hey, here you go, one dude who said, check your ego. Ren is everything I wanted to be in life that I did not have the talent to pull off. And I fucking adore this, man. Let's keep going.
Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we got upon.
I love that he chose to use the Sally sells seashells by the seashore analogy, or whatever you would call that. Sorry. I mean, yeah, he used it as an analogy, right, for what modern businesses are doing for what President Trump did to make his run to the presidency, essentially. I love that he chose something so simplistic and childish, to the point where it's like, it's critically insane that I have to explain this to y'all. Let me put it in a toddler's form so maybe some of you can understand why you're fucking terrible people. Let's just keep going. And I don't want to be too harsh saying the terrible people thing, right? The biggest problem is that people are scared. People are fearful of what the future would look like if it wasn't constructed in the way that so far to this point kept them going and kept them alive, worked for them to an extent at least. So it's a bit harsh to say terrible people, right? There are terrible people. Don't get me wrong. There are fucking terrible people. But there are also really scared people who just need new leaders and need more than anything for this up-and-coming generation that includes Ren. That includes people my age, myself, right? I'd say probably anyone under 40, maybe even under 50, to just rise up, make people feel safe, living in these alternative worlds where equality is more of a guarantee and less of a constant struggle. And just hope that people follow you, man. Resist everything you possibly can to keep playing the money game and hope that people follow you. And maybe we solve that someday. And maybe we don't. But I think it's worth a shot while we're living our life. Oh, I kicked all the way back to the beginning. I love the song. I'm going to listen to it again, but I didn't want that. Okay, right about here.
A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we died upon the blame.
Bro really has A+ tier pipes too.
It's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old.
Oh, swallow that pizza real quick. Yeah, A+ effort. Honestly, I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Money Game Part 1. And it just leaves me even more excited for Money Game Part 3, because I think Money Game Part 3 was actually recommended by a lot of people before I even found out that Money Game was a whole series in and of itself. So yeah, Money Game Part 3 is coming tomorrow. We're still up in the air for what's coming after that. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should do next. If you see somebody that's already suggested the comment or the song, maybe just upvote their comment so I can see, maybe the most liked comment ends up being the song that's featured after Money Game 3 comes out. But yeah, we're on the Ren wagon 100%. I would ride into war for this man. And I'm really excited to see what happens tomorrow with Money Game Part 3. Thanks for showing up, guys. I've been Grim on Grim Takes. Peace.